Brand, any Envy hero you prefer to see?
I think Faceless Void is a pretty good combo. Pretty good finish with what you got so far. I mean, Fnatic has already got Vacuum and the Earth Spirit Kick, which is kind of the very hard to execute but very flashy combination.
Yeah, but don't you just think that you put a Chrono Spear, and if the static link is there first, you're gonna get all your damage stolen. But they go for a Weaver in the end.
Weaver into the Rubik. Into the Kuchi steal.
Nice.
But another hero that's very resistant to the static link.
Yeah.
And this is actually one of Envy's best hero. It's not really in the meta, but what he does very well on this hero is he's already a ratty player, like split push and stuff like that.
Choose your hero.
And this is a offlane Doom?
This is an offline Doom.
Counter Envy.
Do you like it?
It's interesting.
Doom's
going to have a tough time. What Envy does very well on Weaver is that he applies a ton of pressure, even under the enemy tower.
Yeah.
And I think Doom's zero base armor is going to suffer.
I think like Razor just doesn't have a place in this game.
Okay.
Like all the cores on Fnatic are pretty good against it, and then the puck has to do some major lifting, but it's also not like a there's what's the point of the puck except some disable? What do you disable? There's no damage.
You're gonna take the damage from Razor perhaps, but who do you think is gonna take this first game?
Fnatic.
Fnatic?
I like them going Doom to counter Weaver and Quap.
Yeah.
There's too many doomable targets.
Okay.
And as such, I'm going to go with Fnatic. I think they got the better draft.
I'm going for Fnatic as well, but purely for the Abed Queen of Pain, because that was a amazing show earlier today. I hope we can do the same thing again, but let's see. Let's see if we can do that, or if TNC can take the first game over to Olipix Unfogged.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, the grand final now of the Southeast Asian qualifiers for DreamHack. And it's looking pretty exciting. We've got Abed Quap yet again for Fnatic. And the approach from TNC ending with a Doom. They do pick this Razor, which the panel did raise questions about. What do you think?
Directly counters when they picked it. Sure, they picked Darkseer afterward, and there is that interaction between the unstable current, which can purge off the surge in the lane. A little bit hard to actually, because it's random time, it's every 5 seconds to actually get that to happen. But if it does, then they can actually kill that Darkseer. So a little bit curious to see why they actually wanted that Razor. Pretty interested in that one, but I do like the Doom pick. I think he can suffer in the lane quite heavily. So,
So apparently there's a pause. I think, what, did someone say there was something wrong with the admin confirming that they all have TPs? Maybe someone said they didn't have a TP? Oh, wait, yeah.
No TP, but I see one in his inventory as well.
Okay.
See everybody having proper items.
So that's a strange bug.
They just had to try it out. They we might have to restart the game, but we'll see what they're going to...
He says he's not got a TP scroll.
Let's find out.
But we do see it. We check Kuku. Yeah,
he's got one. We've got it. He's good. So we're in the game.
And
yeah, we saw Abed go crazy on this Queen of Pain. Weaver, a hero that I'm not really crazy fond of because it's like very few situations where you actually can just like, dominate the game. I think versus like Batrider in specific, that's one of the usual instances. But this one, it looks like he could have a pretty nice one. It is versus Puck and Tusk and Rubik though, which do pretty well versus him. But like the panel mentioned, there's a lot of elusive heroes that do need to get doomed up. We'll see how it plays out. TNC looked pretty dominant in the last game though. But my biggest concern is that Razor.
we did have a good game of Raven Raisin earlier, but it was against a very nice lineup to play a Razor again. Well, it's going to be a bit of a different test for Raven.
1 minute until 30
A lot of the dictation of this game,
battle.
I mean, it's an Undying lineup. I think we'll have to see how the early game plays out, how much the Undying can actually make space. Because Tim's has had some spectacular ice shards this game, or this day. Yesterday was, or last game was pretty nice. Listen, man, I can't even speak right now. But yeah, last game he had some very nice ice shards coming out, putting in a lot of work. But let's see, mid matchup, we're gonna see some fun coming out here between Abed and Kuku.
Begin the digital sports.
Who gets the favorable help as well in this matchup? As I imagine it will be Looked in as a bit of a 2-for-2 with the support rotations.
Kuku gets 2 bounty runes. Abed gets 2 bounty runes as well.
Oh, it is on.
It's a straight up even matchup. At least we'll lose at the start here.
I mean, who
Puck
should win
versus
this lane?
Bob.
But oh wait, EnVy?
Now it's become a little bit more puck favored in the recent patches, and now qwiqly actually has the blink skilled, which I guess you don't really get Shadow Strike versus a puck anyway.
Sure.
But yeah, you have a little bit more base
Okay,
damage
back
on the
to
puck.
video games.
But it's not gonna be a 1v1 matchup either way. It's gonna be 2 heroes there, and both supports actually missed one of the melee creeps in the block. Dual lanes coming out right away. Who gets the first deny? See how it plays out. Ohaiyo pulls the creep wave top, so he'll get a good amount of experience up there, while Raven will last hit nicely under the tower.
And the offlane Doom and the offlane Darkseer, 2 offlane heroes that aren't really the most popular anymore. For sure, we still see them time to time, but they're definitely not sort of the tier 1 picks like the Darkseer has been in the past, and the Doom maybe a little less so. But who do you think is going to have the stronger offlane game this time around in these heroes?
Ohaiyo for sure.
Yeah.
Of discipline.
He has the surge skill level 1, so he can distance himself, and he pulled the creep wave as well, so he got just great experience down there. While you see SamH, he's struggling to stay in the lane a little bit. Those decays really start adding up. 12 strength already stolen from Pi, and they can start dishing out a decent amount of right-click damage with that.
Yeah, once they have the bug skilled up on Weaver, there's definitely kill potential down that lane for sure. And then trying for the shard block. I get it.
Abed actually chose to skill Shadow Strike in this lane this time around. They're trying to punish if the puck makes any mistakes, but I believe the first one was dodged out. And already looking to be quite Kuku dominant. 7 and 5 to the 3 of Abed. And I'm sure that'll start leveling itself out, depending on where the Tusk and the Earth Spirit make their moves.
DJ, eyes on to TNC. Tim's.
That should help, almighty money.
There's a bit of 1v1 here at the moment.
Ohaiyo's
Ohaiyo
coming
over
in.
as well, but 1437's there in response. Trying to lead in. Telekinesis holds back DJ, but Ohaiyo gives 1437 a bit of a rundown.
As soon as Raven starts moving over, Fnatic has to back off.
Yeah. No point sticking around for more. Get yourself back to the lane.
This mid matchup, though, Kuku is dominating versus Abed at the moment.
He's had a very good day today, Kuku. We've
Yeah.
seen, in terms of the laning phase.
He had a double. They had a double melee or double range versus
Yeah.
a melee and a ranged in the beginning too. So he had a little bit more of an advantage. But there is that just base damage advantage that comes out from the puck, and you have the ability to just use your orb to last hit early on. While in comparison, Queen of Pain, you don't really use Scream to last hit until you have a couple levels in it.
And again, these
Denied.
movements from the Tusk. Tim's keeping Abed on his edge.
Yep. Some casual right click now. Throw the shards. Just make Abed's life miserable. Even eats the damage from the orb. They have to start rotating every single time that Tusk comes middle. Kuku getting too much of an advantage already. 12 denies. And he will have the double null finished on top of that magic wand, so even more base damage advantage versus the Queen. How the other lane's looking. Darkseer is last hitting better than the Doom as we expected. Mid, roll committal. We can move on to SamH.
Denied.
Can't commit.
Yeah, so for both safe lanes, pretty even at the moment. Raven and EnVy having okay times against the respective offlaners, as you say so far. Ohaiyo finding a little bit more from the lane than SamH can.
Yeah, as he should. He's a Darkseer. He's even got the option to jungle a bit better than Doom. They're even getting some stacks out for him. Nice roll there by DJ to stack that camp up. Now they'll be able to farm that one together. DJ needs levels, so he will get this level 2, so he can start making better rotations. SamH for the TP out bottom. The Weaver bugs were committed.
Yeah, what's this? As we said, there would be a few levels on the Weaver. It becomes a very scary lane for the Doom.
Yeah, very low armor hero Doom, so those bugs just really start dishing out a lot of damage.
And still this mid lane.
Behold!
He needs help, Abed.
I'm out!
We're gonna have the boulder smash.
They
But
should.
it's not enough. Kuku just dominant in this mid lane.
The amount of denies is really the big thing. So sure, he has 21 last hits, but 17 denies in
I mean, well,
the mid hero.
all top lane, roll in from Tim's, coming in with a gank, looking for Ohaiyo. He's gone. First blood for Tim's, making an impression on top lane with his tough performance.
Radiant's top tower is being
TNC
attacked.
looking pretty good in this laning phase so far. The mid lane is just like, such a blunder
Radiant's
that I
top
think
tower
that's
is
like the
under
biggest thing we
siege.
saw. Like Abed was a
Radiant
Yeah.
big
structures
deal
are
for that.
fortified.
What's the XP
Wins.
difference between the two mids? Is there much about?
I mean, Puck's
What?
halfway to 6,
Yeah.
and Queen of Pain's halfway to 5. So it's a pretty significant amount. They haven't been able to use the Ion Shell with the Earth Spirit yet on the side of Fnatic.
Behold! Bye-bye!
Commit from Kuku on the mid. He went very aggressive there with the orb. Doesn't have the phase shift now either. Getting committed on. DJ does not have mana for a second spell though.
That is the thing, as you say. If this puck does
Puck out!
get off to a good start, get a good time on the blinking mules, there is very little way that Fnatic can trap him, and the only time he's ever going to die is if he does make a misplay himself.
Yeah, definitely.
The catch is severely lacking on Fnatic's lineup.
Yeah, Kuku and Raven off to an incredibly good start. Sam H also still getting levels down here, which is excellent for him. He's found the toughness aura from the Wild Wing, but now Pi and Envy, they make the collapse. Sam H instantly TP's out. Will he be able to survive? He does.
Oh my goodness.
That bonus armor from the aura that he just picked up was pretty much exactly what saved him there.
And that, I mean, I'm a little surprised that Fnatic haven't put more pressure on the Doom and tried to get a kill, because I feel that out of all the lanes, that looks to be the easy kill with the heroes that they have, but they've been unable to claim it.
Ohaiyo top. 143 seconds there. He's got the lift.
TP in from Pilot. I will put them off from going too crazy. I'm still thinking about it, Raven. With the Idler Smite, he's doing a lot of damage. They're getting very, very, very low on Fnatic, and DJ's gone. Raven.
He wants to continue this.
Yeah, he's salving up. He's looking towards Ohaiyo. Snowballs in. He's trapped up. Shards as well. Double kill. Raven. I mean, we saw that Fnatic. They send 3 heroes up there. They just can't do anything to during the Eye of the Storm. It's just too much AoE damage coming through, targeting them. And they don't have any sort of catch other than the Earth Spirit, or any sort of way to punish these sort of plays behind their own tier 1s.
Yeah, DJ's having a very rough start on this Earth Spirit. Still only level 2, unable to find any successful rotations, but now bottom, Sam H has committed. He's getting
This
gone
should
on.
be a kill for sure.
Yeah.
Scorched Earth.
Got stick charges though. He should still go down here to the extra. Will he? No.
Oh, he's still
Nope.
live.
It's enough to survive.
Oh no! Fnatic just can't catch a break.
Dude, it's the toughness aura.
Yeah.
That bonus 3 armor is literally saving him mid
Tower is
lane.
being attacked.
Got another committal by Tim.
Abed does have a Sonic Wave. He should, for sure, have at least one of these, and Tim's
That shook
will
hell.
go down. So Fnatic get themselves on the board.
Much needed kill in this early game. pieliedie coming in with the response this time around. Kuku gonna be going for this tombstone in the mid lane though. Big bonus gold for him if he's able to get that last hit.
Some disconnects from Fnatic.
Yep.
Nothing to be said. Maybe just looking for the quick reconnect. But yeah, so far, CS as well. It's looking like a hot start for TNC.
Yeah, I mean, Abed is getting heavily shut down. He is 1,900 net worth to the 3,000 of the Puck, and then Razor as well, since he got that double kill. 4K net worth to the 3,400 of the Weaver. So the Razor pick, they're making it work already. Just having that very self-sufficient hero that doesn't really rely too much on many other heroes having to be there. 1437 just been pulling for the most part, wrapping around from the sides, and Arcane Boots already finished on Rubik at this early in the game is very nice.
That's going to allow a lot of good stuff to come out from these movements. And,
Yeah, they were the
much
panel.
more than DJs.
The panel was mentioning too how he's got Sakuchi steal. Sakuchi's probably one of the better spells you can steal in majority of games. It's a very low cooldown positioning. It's excellent.
Shikuchi, Blink, Surge. Right, there's a lot of positioning spells for Rubik to steal.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
Tombstone can be very
it
nice.
It is a bit of a dream game for the Rubik, that is for sure.
Earth Spirit spells are pretty awful, but you never really steal from them. You just steal from everybody else, and you can get some decent stuff.
Yeah, if you go with anyone else, I don't know what would potentially be the worst spell out of all the rest. It doesn't really feel like there is one. maybe
Shadow
even
strike. Like,
I mean, I guess because it's normally low level.
Yeah, it's-
yeah, true. That's probably going to be the worst once he hits 6.
yeah. Everything else is
Yeah.
pretty decent. Like Shadow Strike and Decay, I would say, are probably the worst ones that he can steal from them. But
Is Decay not any good?
Decay's okay. Yeah, Decay's.
Eh.
You want something bigger than that?
I mean, you got the manas to spam it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Definitely potential for some big Rubik plays.
Yeah. He pretty much just never steal from Earth Spirit. SMH. We'll be getting level 6 pretty soon on the Doom, and that'll be really nice if they can actually get like a smoke up and go for the Weaver. They have really good ways to kill him. Envy, of course, will be rushing that Lincoln Sphere on Weaver to be able to block that.
Apologies for this pause. Looks like Fnatic do have some issues at the moment.
Yeah, they just said Kale from
And
Abed.
he's back in. And he's back
gone,
out.
And he's gone again.
He's gone again.
So my concern, Fnatic, is the Earth Spirit unable to really find nice rotations in this laning phase, and they're running a dual melee support with an Undying. So the early game is extremely important. Even Pi said himself, he's like, you need to have a good early game on this hero, otherwise it's pretty tough to play.
Trying his best Pi, but as we've seen, it's hard for him to really find a lane to have huge impact.
Yeah.
With the draft that TNC managed to slide through. And the Razor so far, we sort of wondered what strength would be, and as it seems, it's just the fact that it can get a way of running at heroes, and there is not that many ways to hold him back.
Yeah, they've got
Yeah.
they've got the good lockdown for him to just be a menace in the game too.
Yeah.
They've got the Snowball to make sure he can always catch up. Snowball save as well. Puck Coil working with Razor very nicely. You always get your static link off on top of your Eye of the Storm focusing somebody.
And he's back.
DJ's back. So here we go.
The action back off, ladies and
Where
gentlemen.
were we?
Getting to the
Radiant was
rest.
pushing.
TNC
Or was it?
versus
Never mind.
Fnatic.
Everyone just go bottom.
Kuku the big standout though so far. Another pause though. Seems like we're having some
Oh
issues coming
no!
out for Fnatic. They're just getting spikes, lag spikes.
Envy, please. What is wrong with the internet?
Looks like, I mean, it looks like TNC wants to set up a
He's
kill
ready.
here on top for Ohio. They're pinging it out like crazy. They know that he's cutting the wave. He does not have his TP up either. We'll see if we have rotations come out from TNC to punish that. Mid lane, Tim's TPs, fills Kuku's bottle, and they'll continue that pressure onto Abed, non-stop throwing shards at him. Up. Trying to push Ohio out of the lane. Envy does have the Perseverance finish, so as we said, he will rush that Lincoln's versus a Doom. Abed has not... Abed very shut down though, as we mentioned several times. No bottle on him. He has solid disadvantage versus the Puck. Puck now level 8, Abed level 6. They're looking to set up a kill down bottom. Onto SMH, smoked up with Abed and with DJ.
Gorge Turf has been used, but even with that, with the two of them, they're going to have to get the double disable if they want to try. Here we go, looking for the roll, and
They got
DJ
it.
adds the one. That's exactly what they needed, a two-man boulder smash to set up for
Radiant's
Abed.
top tower
Double
is being
kill.
attacked.
That's
Dire's
a big
bottom
play there
tower
for DJ, as we said earlier. Had a bit of a slow start,
Radiant's
but
top
that
tower is fallen.
involvement and that play as a team is going to kick him back into the game.
Yeah, absolutely perfect
Yeah.
rotation coming down.
Envy, level 8. Weaver. And, starting between getting the Lincolns or getting the treads on the way.
TP from Envy. He's trying to put pressure on the top. They're looking for Tim's. He's got the Shikuchi, got the bugs. Tim's has Snowball, but does not have shards up. He is looking pretty dead. And we see the Puck Coil mid. They're going for Abed as well.
Tim's trying to roll away. Kuku falling very low, so does Abed. He's got the phase shift. Abed jumps forward and with the screen. It's enough burst to get the kill. Tim's still under retreat, but Envy will chase him down. Oh!
Radiant's
The
bottom
static link
tower is
reduced
being
damage.
attacked.
The neutral creeps get the deny on Tim's.
Oh.
Wow. But they do lose Kuku.
Oh.
That is a very big kill coming
who got
out
the money
from
for that one?
Bottom
Abed
tower
did, didn't
under
he?
fire.
Always nice to the clock. bottom lane. Pressure coming in onto Pi as he is doomed, literally. Pi
Radiant's bottom tower is
dead.
being attacked.
Raven and SMH move in. They may be able to put pressure on this tier 1. Same time, Envy and Abed pushing in on the mid lane. Kuku back to the tier 1 mid. Oh, baby. Oh, he gets out in this room, baby.
Radiant have fortified.
He
their
is
towers.
out of there.
Having just enough wand charges
Radiant's
to
bottom
save him
tower
there.
is being attacked.
Almost clutch play coming out from 1437 in Kuku. Bottom, they throw the Doom out, I think just because we want to secure this tower. I think Pi is probably like, you know what, at least I ate the Doom, but yeah, TNC mostly want to just pressure that tower and taking it down. And 3k gold advantage for them now, even though they've hemorrhaged a couple kills
Dire's
just now.
top tower is under
Oh.
siege.
Ohio,
Tims.
they're looking for Tims.
Oh, maybe looking for
Radiant's
Iron.
bottom tower under
the
fire.
Surge. Maybe if he managed to get the Iron Shell. Could be nice.
Bottom, heavy rotations coming down.
Oh,
Dire's
Sam
top
is
tower
deep.
is being
Yeah,
attacked.
Weaver's porting down too.
Oh, Envy gets the bugs onto both of them. He focuses towards Sam's down, tries for the TP out, but the Sonic Wave means that he ain't going nowhere. That's Sam H down. Chasing as well for Raven. This would be a big kill if they can get it. Oh, looks like Envy's going to hold back, not content with diving any further as he's worried about backup coming in for TNC.
Gold
Very nice.
is a great
Look at
conductor.
Fnatic still a bit behind, but in the last few minutes they've made a lot of big moves. The Queen of Pain, who was so heavily shut down in laning, is 5-0.
Raven?
Oh, I guess Pi committed up there.
He did.
He was putting. I guess he was putting a ward down. It looks like, and Raven just was able to close the gap on him with the link. Playing on Dying versus Razor is
Illusion.
not very fun. And yeah, the Hood already finished up on Raven. He's queued up the Shiva's Guard just like last game, going for that similar item build,
Radiant's
wanting
middle
some
tower
armor
is being attacked.
to be able to deal with Weaver, even though he already has pretty high armor. And now Smoke, Kuku, and 1437. They're looking for Ohio. And they should be able to find him here.
Here we go. Quick lead in. Telekinesis. Down into the silence. Snowball from Tims. And Ohio is trapped and murdered. 4k gold lead now for TNC. Getting quite the lead. Raven is just... He's blowing everyone away. 7k.
He's so farmed.
That's crazy. I mean, he is... What? 302.
302 and 91 last hits is the big thing there. He's been
Yeah.
farming like a champ.
So some of the best, as I say, I always remember just seeing bad Razor performances. But Ravens today have been some of the best I've seen in a long while. Very, very solid.
Mid lane, they're looking to collapse. Pi will be the culprit.
I mean, just look, and then, yeah, Razor's suddenly there.
Tower is
Yep,
taking
and
He's
they're going to take
always
the tower.
in position to fight with the team. And it's getting
Radiant's
pretty
middle
crazy now,
tower is being attacked.
very early on.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're really putting the pressure to close the map a bit, just to get map control versus Fnatic's lineup. They're already going to have 3
Radiant's
towers in
middle tower
comparison
is
to the
taking damage.
0 that Fnatic has been taking. And Fnatic hasn't really put pressure on any of the towers
Radiant's
either.
middle tower has fallen.
Almighty mother.
Very deep aggressive wards coming here too from TNC, as you
Radiant's
see.
middle tower
Watching
is
all
taking
the
damage.
respective avenues from to bottom lane
Dire's
and to
bottom
mid lane, so they
tower
will
is
see
being
all those
attacked.
movements. So top lane, maybe they'll abandon that one in a short while, since just the warding would tell me that.
I guess Dire's courier will never
Envy
answer for
does
its
find a
awful
courier snipe.
crimes. Dire's bottom tower
All right,
is
didn't have
being
anything
attacked.
on, but Curry.
Yep, some gold. So they will see that the Queen of Pain is rushing Orchid now, since the double stage is masking the inventory. So I would imagine that Kuku goes for Blink and Yules as fast as possible on that puck. Top, SMH might go down here. Everybody from Fnatic making their way up there.
And Roll's gonna miss, gets the silence. Just
He's coming out.
TV's and snap. Oh! Actually able to get the Doom off on the quad, keeping Abed out of the fire. They turn towards DJ, trapped in the tree line. And the Tombstone was actually offered up as well, so they'll be able to farm that.
Attacked.
Silence.
TNC with quick reactions.
Look at Ohio. Just creating space. That Ion Shell will kill some of that creep wave as well that he placed earlier. TNC's warding. Look at how aggressive they have been. While we look at Fnatic, they only have that one ward that Pi placed with his suicide earlier. TNC. 5k gold ahead already, though.
Fnatic. Their lineup, they need Queen of Pain, they need Abed to work and to shift this sort of front. So far, he's doing very well himself. He's what, 5-0-0 on the quad.
Yeah.
Very clean. He has turned up each and every time the Sonic Wave and put a stop pushes that TNC have been making.
He gets the Orchid at good timing too.
Yeah.
You'll see him just get a lot of snowball kills onto the puck or onto the
Dire's
supports
top
from the
tower
side
is being attacked.
of TNC.
Dire have
Raven is definitely an
fortified
issue
their
though. He's gonna have
towers.
Shiva's guard finished up in a short while. He's already gonna have one of the big pieces if he wants
Dire's
to pick
top
up the
tower
Mystic
is
Staff.
under siege.
In mid, TNC
Radiant's middle
starting to knock
tower
at the
is
front
being
door.
attacked.
Sam H looks like he's saving for a blink dagger or some kind of gap closing item so he can get on top of that Weaver.
Dire's
Bottom,
top
Raven,
tower has
Envy's trying to put some
fallen.
pressure onto him here. He's
Radiant's
got the mana
structures
break
are
talent as well,
fortified.
so decent amount of damage, and Raven just, he's out to the shrine.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
Look at this mid tower, the tier 2 getting pretty low already. TNC putting a lot of pressure. This tower's just gonna die.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked. No more middle tower
16
for
minutes in.
Radiant.
They have a big tower advantage.
And that's, I mean, you look at TNC's lineup and it's not really a big tower pushing lineup
No.
in terms of hitting towers. At this stage, you know, without sort of the Ags and the Rays and such, you know, having this lineup early on, you don't expect them to necessarily be taking tier 2s from the mid lane at 17 minutes.
Oh, Envy's got to be careful. Everybody's starting to close the gap on him here. Does have TPs available. Trying to go to the safest place possible. But look at this. TNC, they might just transition this into the bottom of the top lane though. Kuku is silenced. Centaur creep, trying to close the gap, but Kuku is fine.
Oh, and he's ready to turn. Dream call onto DJ, 1437 comes in and Kuku jumps in for the kill.
And he'll get Centaur creep. Even more gold.
Dire's middle
And
tower
Blink is
being
finished.
attacked.
Now they can start looking to go for the Queen
Maybe
of Pain
no
or
one
to go for the
attacked
Weaver
Dire's
with that
towers
Blink
for a
on
few
the
seconds
on the
here.
puck. And top, like I was mentioning, TNC, they're taking another tier 2 already. It's 17
Oh, I bet.
minutes.
Radiant's bottom
That's an
tower
easy
is
one.
being attacked.
They do get the kill, but as you say, it's
Bottom tower has
structures
fallen.
that the worrying thing now for Fnatic. Losing so much of their map, and they're gaining so
Dire's
little
top tower
of the
is
map of
being
TNC.
attacked.
They've only taken one
Radiant's
tier 1
bottom
so
tower
far.
under fire.
You might be able to get the mid, but Raven is starting to rotate down there already. I mean, he's
Dire's
got plate. No,
middle
he's got
tower
the
is
Mystic
being
that pretty much
attacked.
has Shiva's done on this Razor. 18
I mean,
minutes.
he's massive.
Phase, drum, hood, Shiva's. That is pretty absurd how quick he's got
yeah,
it.
he's big to the point that I think you're only taking down Raven if you have the Sonic Wave available. Without the Sonic Wave, I just don't see the damage being there.
Yeah. And okay, so Sam H went for a Shadow Blade instead of the Blink. So just some kind of gap closer is what I was saying, and he can actually go for that pretty easily. If any of the cores are found, he will be able to get that kill on them. Abed does have Orchid finished up now though for Fnatic, so that's a pretty good timing for him to be able to find anyone since there's no Yule Scepter just yet on the puck, but that is the next item on the docket for Kuku.
Yeah, and the Shadow Blade Doom, as you say, good against the cores, and more
Yep.
specifically a great way of punishing the Orchid Rush on the quad. So they are going to have to keep their detection, their sentries up all around if they want to allow this quad to make aggressive plays without worrying about
Radiant's
the
middle
Doom coming
tower
in.
is taking
Envy does have
damage.
Lincoln's finished up at least though, so he can likely survive since he can block that Doom. Unless someone else is able to break it, of course.
In the mid, ready to jump at the Dream Coil. Anyone comes around. Team are relatively close. They'll just jump in. That's
He was
high.
there though.
And he's his backup.
Mitch.
Here it is, Sam. Comes in with the Doom. The Sonic Wave came out, and with the quad doomed, he's in so much trouble, Abed. Force punch finishes him off, and this puck, he's staying alive. Kuku gets out. The bait play pays off. What a beautiful play. I mean, Kuku, you saw him messing around there. TNC they were close enough to come in. The shadow blade from Sam H doing absolute work there. Abed did not expect this sudden Doom to come in like that. And now they're knocking on tier 3s.
TNC's looking incredibly good right now. They're not really allowing Fnatic to get much off the map, as you were mentioning previously.
They've just got such a good, an executable game plan. They know what they would need to do, and they're absolutely doing it. Fnatic, they're a little bit all over the place. Sort of knee-jerk reactions to plays the TNC are making, and not really trying to go for anything of their own.
Yeah, I think it's because like how the laning phase happened when they have an Undying. They're like, okay, we don't really have catch for this puck. This Razor's too big for us to kill, and Sam H has kind of been off the map for quite a while now. with the Shadow Blade finished. On top of that, now he's got Drum too. So he's keeping up a good pace since he maxed that Devour, of course. Keeping up with the farm of the Darks here, even though Ohaiyo, we've been seeing him farming with the Ion Shell, like Lumi was mentioning. He's spamming Ion Shell on waves, spamming Ion Shell on his dominated creep, and farming as much as possible, but still TNC pulling so far ahead because of all this tower advantage and map control. Fnatic though, they're looking to get on the aggressive. They know Doom is on cooldown, trying to take advantage of that. TNC, the 3 cores are together.
Yep. And they're big and they're tanky.
They're all grouping up now too.
Here we go. Oh, they do get the dust out. Boulder Smash is going to miss, so Sam H will be fine for now. Kuku jumping in with a 3-man dream into the snowball forward from Tims. They've taken 1. Abed falling low. Fade Bolt finishes him off from 40-37. They've lost 2 on Fnatic, and maybe even more. Ohaiyo, he's surrounded. He's trying to run himself out of there. They'll chase him down. Raven was looked towards by DJ. DJ couldn't quite finish off the kill. Ohaiyo finally goes down. TNC getting 3. Kuku with the quick blink jump dream coil.
And they see Envy there. They have a ward on the high ground.
Oh, Envy. He's been caught out. The silence connects. The stun from the snowball guarantees them a 4th.
That was absolutely
TNC.
perfect by Kuku. That silence
jump.
dream coil. Oh my god. That's a 5-for-0 wipe. Now they're 12k gold ahead, and they read that movement absolutely perfectly. You saw the Tusk TP to everybody collapsed so quickly.
A prize.
And now they still have Doom. They didn't even have to use. I mean, the Doom wasn't even up during that engagement.
Damage. Radiant have fortified their towers.
Stream coil will be up again also in 5 seconds, and TNC looking to take that last tier 2, last outer tower. Absolutely incredible read of the map there. Abed has to go for BKB now. He had the Linken's queued up, but I think after getting silenced and coiled like that, he realizes he needs just that straight magic community, which will let him always get doomed out if TNC does see him. And they're getting all of their big items already now on TNC.
Radiant's top
Yule
tower
Scepter
is being
flown out to the puck. 1437 has a Yules, Tims has a mech. The supports on the side of TNC are absolutely massive. This is really grim looking for Fnatic at the moment. They have to find something to be able to take a fight here, but just still unable to do so.
And I mean, it just feels like that. Envy's Weaver, this hero has just struggled to have any sort of impact on this game.
Yeah.
The Doom and Razor, these are 2 massive cores now, and once they get ahead of you, you just really struggle with having the damage to bring them down.
Yeah. They might be able to find Sam H up here if they commit onto it, but no, they're actually going into the pit, but there's a Sigil already going in to scout them. Uh-oh, Fnatic, they're not going to bring this down in time. TNC's going to respond.
They can't go for this play. They have to bail.
I might pay with his life here. They don't commit just yet. TNC all in the area.
TNC back to pushing. They know that with the speed that they can push now, it's unlikely that Fnatic will try for a Roshan if their high ground's being threatened.
Middle tower is
It
taking
will be a
damage.
very risky play for Fnatic to do it. Oh, he's got the TP, and so DJ is not going to be back for this defense. Abed's actually up here as well. It will get the deny onto DJ. DJ's down for 30 though, and TNC, they're into the base. They're taking the tier 3s, they're knocking on the melee racks 24 minutes in. Can they finish this melee racks? Buyback's going to be there for DJ. That's all they came for. They'll back off, they're happy with that one. Shadow Blade forward from Sam H. Fnatic are trying to lead in on this. They want to fight. Tims pops the dust. Quick time that's from Envy. Takes him out of harm's way.
Fnatic can't take the fight outside the base like that. They had to expend the buyback from DJ there to try to get the combo with the Darks here, because that's their only really big team fight. But further and further do they fall behind. 16,000 gold lead for TNC, 15,000 experience. TNC just making all the right moves this game.
That should help.
I really don't know how they turn this one around. This is looking to be like one of those games we had yesterday where at this point it's incredibly hard to see how on earth you bring this one back, as the team behind by quite a large portion.
Yeah, I completely agree. I don't really see. I think the only way they can take a fight is if they get some incredible vacuum combo with the Earth Spirit, and even then, it's really tough for them. Kuku, instant blink away as soon as they start to commit on him. Full BKB finished on Raven now, and looking at Fnatic's physical damage, it's not there. Weaver does not do high physical as a hero. Takes him a lot of items for him to really be able to do that.
Double harm shall I deal.
Has queued up the Deso, but don't know if that'll even help the problem that is happening inside of the fights. Ohaiyo did expend the wall in the mid lane.
Stay near.
I think TNC might try to catch something here. They look for DJ.
Get out.
Kuku didn't use the Yules offensively to stop the TP. I guess he was a little bit afraid of where the positioning of the fight was. Roche is available if they want to try to commit for it here. They don't really have anything like a Solar Crest to go kill it quickly though. And Razor does not hit Roshan.
Without the accident, it's this BKB hub build saying that they can certainly sort of go for the high ground push, but I don't think they'll be feeling any sort of pressure at the moment, TNC, as they are so far ahead.
Behold.
What can Fnatic do? 3 cores at the top. What that net worth on TNC's side.
I mean, the Rubik has almost got the same net worth as the Darkseer and the Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
1437 has the Solar Crest queued up, so that's the indicator that they want to go for the Roshan. And look at this item by SMH. S and Y on Doom. He wants to be a damage dealer as well. He wants to be able to transition.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
So scary for Fnatic. And look at what Envy has queued up. That's how desperate they're feeling on this Weaver.
No.
Oh yeah. Envy has queued up Divine Rapier.
I mean, oh boy. If he gets it, which is a big if, I don't know if he's I mean, maybe he will get it.
I don't even think that'll help them versus TNC. Like TNC's just farming the whole map while you see
it is a
Fnatic farming
rapier.
nothing.
That's a lot of damage.
Sure. Maybe if you're Roshan, that's their win condition. Oh,
Abed.
he's dead. Sam H.
Oh, these jukes.
Getting juked a bit, but now he's found him. He's dead.
My voice.
And 1437 steals Blink. He's got Solar Crest as well. That might be the go time for Roshan from TNC.
I think it definitely will be. Take Roche and try and push the issue. That's a quap down for 45 seconds. Envy. Will he? Will he? Oh,
The dark tide of evil
might make things a bit
into your
tricky.
heart.
He wants to try and get up that relic. But they're into the pit, as expected. And they'll get this Roche.
I'm not seeing a way back into this for Fnatic.
Dude, the Envy's buying a rapier.
I don't think that's the way back, man. I think they just they have a massive damage problem. And losing the early game so hard with an Undying, they don't have great ways to come back into the game. Like I said, I think they need like a perfect vacuum combos with the Earth Spirit, and even then, there's already like mech and stuff on the Tusk. They have no field as well, even though no field's activated aggressively at the moment. They have so many different ways to mitigate Fnatic's damage. Envy is literally the only physical damage dealer. Everything else is magical.
I just really want to see him get it. I just feel like we're not going to see him actually get it.
I don't think he'll get it.
I don't think he's going to get it in time.
He's trying.
Like,
look at the places he's farming. He's farming the enemy jungle, just trying his best here. Oh, a courier.
Oh, courier. Envy. Oh.
Oh,
it was a little slow on that.
He got
Oh,
it.
hello, he's got it.
He's got it.
Warriors
He's got
die
it.
with a stench of evil on their souls as Dyer's has.
I wonder if they clicked on him and saw
Please,
Demon
let
Edge.
this
They're
one
probably
be
like,
the
what?
last.
More money for the rapier fund. 22k, 21k behind. TNC have just been absolutely owning it today.
Abed bottom. Does he show himself? He has shown himself. TNC is there. A couple heroes to snowball. Unable to get the list off though. And he does get it.
What a shot. Tim's getting that vision.
He's got another blink. Abed
Excuse
pauses.
me. Now that is BM. I mean, does he get out of this?
He has no TP. He can blink.
He can blink.
He can
but
blink
that's-
down, but there's already a Razor coming down. Oh, Dota crashed, it seems. But yeah, this is looking. I mean, this is looking pretty much impossible. It's a 22,000 gold lead.
22,000.
22,000 experience
30
lead.
minutes in. Wow.
And there's a Doom on the enemy team. Yeah, it's grim.
Playing it nice. TNC.
Yeah, I mean, they made all the right moves. They took very, very early towers. They got down deep wards aggressively, and they were able to take majority of the fights. Fnatic is ready to go, but TNC for a moment.
Oh, did it? Okay.
So Abed, can he survive? That wasn't offensive
Well,
heals used on him there.
As you say, well, he's got the blink.
Yep.
He can silence one.
Sure. There's Guardian Greaves on the Tusk. So
I think he can live it, right? If he gets in the trees, they won't be able to find him.
He's got no TP though, and Razor's coming. They can just start like looking for him. We'll see.
Yeah.
Gets the silence on the Rubik, blinks down. Raven's there though.
There we go, you're right.
Kill. Yep.
Razor does
I
it.
scored your name in the book of
Oh, Envy's got an illusion room. That'll help with the money.
He's looking for the mid tower, but there's still a glyph fortification.
Oh no, is he getting out? Oh, is it? Oh, the dream cold dodge, but he may still be dead. Oh no.
I have found him anyway. The crit from Sam H to finish the deal with the Infernal Blade.
The dreams of Rapier slowly fading.
Perfect time to push as well for TNC. Double siege units, 30 minutes. If they try to go for it here, but nope. And first, they're gonna go for a pick off here. They find DJ, and he looks very dead.
what rises must some
The nuke damage from the aggressive no field plus the Veil. Tons of damage, and with Alpha Wolf Aura, they go for the high ground push. And Aghanim's is queued up on Raven to seal the deal, but this one, I think this one is in the bag. Oh, and
Yeah, this is looking like some of the one-sided games we had on one of the SDA region.
Yeah.
Just a complete outclass in this game one, as it seemed. He's gone. They've got the back wall. There is no follow-up. They're looking for a Sonic Wave. Here comes a couple.
Rise in my presence.
Got buyback available on Ohio. They will have maybe one more fight as a full 5-man.
Barracks has fallen.
Nah, okay, with the old score now, they'll just call it a GG is called. Fnatic tap out. And TNC take game one here.
The Dota understand Dota
It wasn't a
is
close one. It was not a
was-
close one at all. That was TNC just utter dominance.
very methodical play. Shutting down Abed in the mid lane seemed to work incredibly well.
Yeah.
Sam H got left to his own devices, but he caught up very nicely on the Doom. But the fact that Quap was just so shut down, they claimed themselves